BORTLE here, back from the LCS event, number 11, folks, of the online format. And whoa, we have here top four contestant. Please introduce yourself to the world, man.
Hi, my name is Christian Penagos from Colombia.
So, Christian, why did you decide to play Shaddoll Invoked post Banlist?
Well, so it's kind of a long story. Well, just to make it short, is what I had been playing for a while already. Just that same list. I didn't change anything from the ones I was playing pre-Van list. I just felt it was good, and it seemed it was. So, yes.
So, overall in Swiss, what was your record in Swiss for day one?
Well, day one. That's what's kind of funny. Day one, I ended up 5-0. So I
Oh,
went,
wow.
and then day two, I lost the first two rounds. So I ended up in the bubble after going 5-0. It was pretty scary. And I won the last one against Dragon Link, but we were the last matchup playing.
So, what happened in the top four? How'd you lose?
So I was playing against Ryan, who's a very good player. There's nothing to say about that. Uh, I don't know. He just had the cards. Well, too. I've seen some stuff about like kind of how I misplay, we could say. Uh, in the first duel that we had, because I could have gone for Dragon and Burn with the Overraptor that he had, but I was just thinking he was just going to play the appropriate way. I don't want to play thinking he's going to misplay much more when it is himself. So I just went the safe way, but it seems it was not the correct one because I still lost.
Well, that's Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, everything's a learning curve. Um, Before we start the actual deck profile, would you like to do some shoutouts?
Sure, yeah, I do want to shout out to my friend Daniel Flores, uh, who is from Colombia as well. He played, and he got top 16 as well with Shaddoll in Bog Dogmatica. And he was very supportive all the time. He is my hero. He knows it. So yeah, shout outs to him.
Without further ado, please take it away with the rest of the deck profile.
Well, I think it's very standard. So we have the invoked part. So we have the three Alistairs, two invocations, the three meltdown, and the terraforming. Well, sometimes you get punished with Droll and Lockbeard, but still it's worth to play the terraforming. Then we have the shuttle part. Well, so two Wendy, two Squamata, two Hawks, because they are the ones who cycle within each other. One Beast, one Dragon, and one Ariel. I didn't miss any of the others, nor playing more of the one-ups. And well, Foolish Burial is any shuttle. So for the hand traps, I played three Ash and three Nibiru. I was expecting a lot of Mirror and a lot of Dragon Link, and that's what I played the most. So Ash basically works against everything, and Nibiru is very, very impactful when, well, against Dragon Link now that they don't have Link Frost. And still, if we go against a match that is not as impactful and we draw it, it is still a light monster, so it is never a bad thing to draw. Well, so for the Shaddoll spell and traps, will I play one Bresh, one Schism? The only weird thing I play is one Core. The thing is that I previously was playing a Shaddoll trap deck, which, well, I didn't do that well, but it's still I kind of check how good the card was, because you can just send it with, let's say, construct, and you just get the fusion back, and they still have to deal with the construct on the field, which sometimes is not that easy. I played six fusions, three L, three regular fusion. Well, I hate the fact that they can ash the regular fusion, even though it's very strong when it resolves from the extra deck, like when they have something from the extra deck. But still, I always want to open with a fusion, so that's why I play the six. If I could cut one, I would cut the regular one to one, but I don't know. I just still want to open one every game. Well, three Super Volley. This was, well, once again, because I was expecting a lot of mirror and Shuttle Dogmatica and all of that. And as well, the Shuttle Trap is very popular because of back plays it while playing the deck. So this was very good. Every time I could resolve it was almost like breaking board, as well against Dragon Link, since they are all light and dark, and the sphere is light, which is very, very good because it gives us construct, and this fit is very it like is a very big issue against this deck. And last I played the Dragoon package, which was very good the whole tournament. It gave me a lot of games. Like you can turn any two monsters into a finisher, which is you don't see it with anything else. So I think it's worth the risk of drawing the garnets.
I do like to mention, I do like the fact that it's 40 cards, perfect 40, and it's crazy how you're able to jam everything in there. Love your explanations on the hand traps because it's what mainly, is a problem for you, like the mirror match, as you said. And it's crazy how Ash can, like, negate Shaddoll Fusion, so that's pretty nice. And man, love the explanation on Shaddoll Core. Haven't seen that in forever. That is an OG Shaddoll card there, and
Yeah,
definitely, combos with the schemata, construct, great stuff. How was Resh for you altogether, the Resh Shuttle incarnation?
it's incredible. The card is just so good. Uh, I was actually before playing like 60 card variants in which I was playing two of this because first turn I was always used to use the effect of flip a monster, but it's a card that you want to always have. So that's why I was playing two. Vanishing it in the first turn was not a very good idea. But playing one, it seemed that it was good. I was not using the effect of like banishing it that much, but I did kind of miss the second one. Still drawing maybe without any fusion. So that's the thing with this deck. Like if you draw without fusioning, you basically are setting and passing. Summoning something with Resh that is not a fusion is not as good either. But the card is very good.
Okay, would you like to run down the extra deck?
So for the extra, I played well three construct, two Winda, and one Apkalone. Standard for the non-dogmatica variant. Well, for the invoked part, I played one Agoides, one Mekava. I just play one because I really want to play the other two, which is Purgatrio and um, Raging. Even though these two are not so common, they are like I'm so used to play with them because Purgatrio sometimes it just kills your opponent without
Yeah.
them knowing that they are going to be that next turn because how much damage it deals. And Raging is so good at controlling boards. Like against Eldritch is very good because when they chain the traps, you just flip the Lord face down and the traps are just dead. And I think it's like well, besides Winda is the only fusion that is good to summon against Zodiac because they just go into Zeus, but with this they cannot go into any Xyz. So those I wouldn't take out. Well, we have the Dragoon, like was kind of MVP the whole tournament. Anaconda. Well, we have Super Bully as well. Besides Relays Fusion, Shell Fusion, so it was very good. Like I could out Dragoon well, I think it was like two times with the Anaconda with the Super Poly, because otherwise there's no other way of outing it besides battle, which is not that easy. We play one Artemis. It makes any of the spellcasters of the deck, which is most of them, any light when we don't have them. A gravity controller to send the fusions to the graveyard, and one Almirage. This well is the easiest way to get into Purgatrio, which, as I said, sometimes it just steals games.
Man, beautiful. And would you like to run down that side deck?
Yeah, so for the side we have two Lancias, which I really think I need to increase this to three because of how many Invoked Dogmatica there are. So it's really good against that matchup. It's really good against Dragon Link. So I think I will increase it to three. I need to see what I will cut. We have one Pancratops, which is well broken against most decks. Is good against Dragon Link as well. Three Cosmic against Control, Eldritch. Three Dark Ruler. I was really afraid of Bird Up because the statue plus the Simurgh is almost a game against this unless you open a wind or they leave a wind in the graveyard and you open Alistair. Otherwise, there's no way to actually kill the statue because they always have a way to like save it. As well is another way to kill Dragoon, which I faced a lot. We have well the Duster against control decks, evenly matched. Um, well, this is kind of one of those cards that they are not expecting. because since I play the invoked part, most of them they will just add Lancia, and they don't think that I will add the evenly match because I'm afraid of the Lancia. But still, I play it because of that, because most of the times they just not expect it. And against Invoke Dogmatica is just so huge because it most of the times it will just resolve and give you a lot of advantage. And the last card, it was there can be only one that well does not affect us that much because well we have fairies, spellcasters, machine, all of that in the extra deck, so it doesn't affect that much, and it stops most of the broken decks. Like Zodiac, they cannot do much. Eldritch, they cannot summon the traps. Against Dragon Link as well, they stop. Against Dino, so the card is very good. That's another one that I will have to increase to three, besides the Lancia, because for most decks it just stops the turn. And well, that's basically it.
Oh man, it sounds like you need a 17 card side deck.
I know, I know, right?
That's crazy. But overall, how was your experience for this LCS event?
It was very good. I was very nervous to be honest with you. Every round I played, it was I was very nervous before starting the round. I don't know why, and I was making a lot of misplays over the whole tournament after I checked my. But it was very interesting, like having the chance of playing from the like from your house, like in between rounds you can go like I don't know with the children go eat something and then go back to the round is actually amazing. Having the chance to get so much like good pricing without having to spend that much in traveling, I think is very very good.
And again, congrats on getting top four. Hopefully, next time you'll win the whole thing. It's all good.
Yeah, I hope the same. Yeah.
And thanks again for being a part of the channel, man.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, thank you for giving me a chance of being here.
And listeners, if you're not a part of BORTLE Nation, sub for BORTLE. It's that easy and it's free. Oh God, yes. BORTLE out.